implemented by the committee.
Well, that's the position of subcommittee. Let me go with his words in that regard. But that's not all that there was to this week. And I know there have been some very tense points at some point this week. But wait, let me get your attention on another issue that is slowly generating traction in its own right. I'm talking about the comment made by the chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum just yesterday. This may be testing the waters to see how Nigerians will take this, but it looks like if it's what has been tested, maybe we should start talking about when they're testing Nigerians or testing waters, or whether at all it's consulting Nigerians or not consulting at all. This is the situation as we have it now. Now, the federal government and the Nigerian Governors Forum, NGF, are proposed to recruit manpower cadets whose 2-year service will come to an end. That's one category of people now. Or youth corps members, or any of the other institutions to boost the manpower of Nigerian police force. Now, this goes on to say, after meeting with the president and the likes of all the stakeholders, while the presidential villa in Abuja, the chairman of the NGF and Ekiti State Governor, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, said that the recruitment of 10,000 policemen to tackle the death of security agents in the country was inadequate. Therefore, he suggested, and I like to quote his words on this one. He said, this was a meeting that had in its membership the governors from the 6 zones, the Inspector General of Police, the Chief of Defense Staff, and the National Security Advisor. It was the outcome of the last Economic Council meeting, which focused exclusively on security. That committee has just met a couple of days ago, and I was asked to brief both the Vice President, who chairs the National Economic Council, and to brief the President as well on the aspect of the work of the subcommittee of the NEC that will require the Commander-in-Chief's support, namely the organization of the community policing arrangement that the IGP has announced publicly as its own way of effective response to security challenges across the country. While the coordination between the governors and security chiefs within the 6 zones and then recruitment into law enforcement agencies, as you may be aware, certain recruitments are going on, particularly with regard to the police. But we feel, in our humble opinion, that 10,000 men and women are not enough to add to the police in tackling the security death of the agents in the country. Let me move on to the part that is quite interesting, or that makes the news now. It did go on to say, we have to figure out a way to increase the number of out of the empowered cadets now who are coming to the end of their service here. Anybody involved in the Empower, you may be thinking about this, or youth service corps members, or any of the other institutions that would enable us to boost manpower of the Nigerian police force. My question this morning is very simple. Do you think corps members, Nigerian corps members, National Youth Service, I don't know how else to describe this, but do you think corps members should be involved in community policing, whether they're volunteering, whether they're being asked to do so, whether they're being solicited to do so, whether they're being required to do so? I mean, think about it very, very quickly now. Mobilization timetable. Let's see. The last mobilization that was done should be Batch B members now, Batch B core members. Looks like, I'm looking at their timetable. Yes, it should be Batch B core members, orientation course, and the likes of that. I know just a few days ago, some new core members just got recruited. I've been seeing a lot of pictures on Facebook. Some left the service, but now should the likes of youth corps members be involved in such a national service? Now, here's what makes it very dramatic. Remember, when you sign up for this National Youth Service, you become the government's property, literally. You become the government's property. They're responsible for your welfare care. And it's a program designed to help with national integration across the country. In other words, you as well may do, if you're a corps member, you as well may have to do anything the government tells you to do so in the next 365 days, whether they're compelling you, whether they're suggesting it, or whether they're even assigning you. So long as you're on the paybook of the government, You just may have to do what is required of you to do. That's one way of thinking about it. Secondly, the government also gets involved in training you. Training you meaning National Youth Service Corps has always been described as a service period where Nigerians are made to learn about what it entails to be part of the military, paramilitary service. Literally, the only thing you don't get to handle, if I still recall correctly now, is that you don't get to handle a gun when you are being trained. So climbing up the rope, going on there, seeing things, being intelligent and the likes of that, it all comes to play in that 3 weeks of training. If that's enough, that's another question now. Now, also, let's drive in another narrative. So, but for individuals who are serving, maybe you're from another part of the country, you schooled in Lagos, you speak maybe Yoruba as part of your local dialect and maybe some other language. But now you've been posted to another state where in the same 3 weeks, you'll be learning what it means to say Otutu Ama, for example. That's to say good morning in Igbo language. You'll be learning some new languages. But the big question, and I really wonder, is should Corps members be involved in community policing? Should they really be set out there to look out for criminals, bandits, kidnappers, and the likes of it? Should they even be involved in this? And by the way, there was also one program that was initiated by the government some years ago, the Peace Corps. Not so much peace has really arrived from the conversation from the Peace Corps and moving on with it. But there are people who have been recruited into that scheme. Should they be involved as well? Are they the extraordinary institution that may just come in hand or come in handy in helping out with the police? I wonder what you think, but I'll be taking your thoughts, your messages, and your calls shortly after the break. Stay with me right here. It's Midday Dialogue with FMD Live.
News happens every day, everywhere, all the time.
The federal government has planned to eradicate hunger and deprivation in the country by the year 2000. United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon has stated this yesterday.
Get real-time information with real facts as the news breaks locally and
The
internationally.
State Internal Revenue Service says out of the 8 million taxable adults in the state, only 2.7 million pay tax.
We've got all the news, timely, precise, and accurate. Only on 95.1 Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info, your #1 news, sports, and talk station. Satellite broadband is now finally affordable. Get the full kit for just 26,000 Naira and data plan as low as 5,500 Naira. You'll be able to connect to your home, connect your business, connect your applications, stream, call, share, watch, download with Asta. Possibilities are now limitless. So go on, visit coollinks.ng or call 0127102252 to get connected today.
Connecting Nigeria.
Brought to you by CoolLink in partnership with Connect Africa.
This drum is amazing. The beats are crazy. You think that's crazy? No. Crazy is Jumia anniversary sale till July 7th. Crazy is Jumia Prime. Buy the Jumia Prime products for 1,000 Naira to get 1 to 3 months free delivery. Crazy is 25 kilograms bag of rice for 1,990 Naira and King's 5 liters vegetable oil for 2,000 Naira only.
What are you waiting for? Log into www.jumia.com.ng now in partnership with Xiaomi, Uka, Amazon, Nexus, and more.
Correct detergent will protect your clothes from germs. Yama yama stay no good come out fit out it like
Yes, sir. Dettol, that correct antibacterial detergent powder. When they come out and give it to you for your clothes, come they protect them from bacteria and germs. So if na soup or yama come for your clothes, just use Dettol detergent. Wash, rinse and wear your clothes clean and fresh. Dettol antibacterial detergent, hygienic protection for your family laundry.
Here's how I managed to stay in touch with the latest changes, trends, news, economics, and even entertainment.
95.1 Nigeria Info.
And I'm with you this morning, Midday Dialogue with FMD Live Saturday edition. Quick question, should Corps members be involved? I say, Should they be involved? Should they be recruited? Should they be asked, mandated? You make the choice of what's the one that works best for you. Should they be involved in community policing across the country? Just to augment the lack we may have in terms of security personnel overseeing the affairs of the country. They say we're short in numbers, but then should we be sending paramilitary-like trained young Nigerians to be involved in policing, community policing, vigilante groups, and the likes of that? A suggestion that did come off the lips of Nigerian Governors Forum Chairman and Ekiti State Governor Dr. Kade Fayemi, which may be soon enough being talked about as the position of the government. Let me know what you think. I'm listening this morning. Here are the numbers: 0946 00951 and then 08095974869. Also do have 08031230293. And if you're writing in on WhatsApp, I'd like to read from your thoughts, your messaging on 08099930137. Let's go to the phone lines. Our friends are waiting. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you today?
All right.
Good to have you on the show. What's your name?
I'm Ambassador Chris.
Oh, Ambassador Chris. Talk to me. I'm with you.
Yeah, God bless you.
Yes.
What happened to Peace Corps?
I don't know.
What is the problem in signing Peace Corps? Why must you subject this innocent young youth to such without their consent? Is it because their children are not schooling here? Is it because their children are not, most of them are not doing youth studies here in this country? Why should they, because they are paying or because they are taking care of them for just 1 year, or just subject them to whatever they don't want to do? Why not sign Peace Corps? If you don't want Peace Corps to be a body of its own, like Nigerian police, civil defense, why don't you make it a department in the Nigerian police, at least for the police to monitor them, since you don't have that confidence in them? Why is it the creation of agencies? Is it based on ethnicity or is it based on religion, or I don't understand? Do you understand?
Yeah, I do. I follow you.
That is what I'm
concerned about.
What I'm beginning to feel that is playing out. Agencies are granted based on your background, be it religious, ethnic background. Because I know the professor that initiated this Peace Corps is from the Southeast. I'm not trying to be political anymore, but the policies of this government make me feel the same. Why must you guys subject this innocent youth to such when you have an agency like Peace Corps yearning and begging for service?
Okay. All right. That's an interesting perspective. Thank you so much for your time, Ambassador Chris. I'm glad you called in. Meanwhile, the House of Representatives, this very one now, the Ninth Assembly, has reintroduced the idea of Peace Corps. They did that just this last Wednesday. Okay. Welcome to the show.
Hello, family. How are you?
Very well. Good to talk to you.
This is Joy.
Joy. Yes, I'm with you.
Yes, I just heard a little of what you're talking about, using youth corpus to do vigilante or security job. Family, I think a lot is going on in this country. And I don't know. This is just too heavy.
Joy, do you mind if you let me turn down the volume of your radio a little bit? It's making it difficult to hear you.
Yes, I just did that.
Oh, great.
Okay now.
Great. Yes, I am.
Good. And now, these children have just left school, looking for a brighter future. Why do we want to dampen their destiny by telling them to do jobs that will have people that whose core duty is to defend our country? How would you take youth corps that have different idea of what their life should be? If they decide to do it, they can lay down their life and say, okay, yes, I'm going to defend my country. That should be optional. The fact that you have, okay, have they been trained for that kind of thing? I know in places like Israel, when you leave school, you have paramilitary training. Even when you go to the youth corps camp, there's nothing to show. There's no way they are trained for these things apart from climbing trees and jumping or waking up in the morning or doing something like that. Why would you tell people to go and face vicious people in the field that have AK-47 or maybe cultists or bandits or all these kind of things? I would rather my child not do any youth corps. If I have a child in the service, just drop the youth corps thing and stay home. For God's sake, life is more important. When it comes to people coming out, okay, we defend our country, we have something at stake. Okay, everybody can just go. Just when it comes to that, we'll be ready, even the old people will be ready to do that. Why would you do that? It is wrong. Wrong is wrong, no matter what.
So the government shouldn't even think about pushing this idea forward. Is that what you say?
What did you say?
The government should not even think about recruiting core members into the scheme.
Into the plan. They should not even think about it. They shouldn't.
But then every year, I mean, think about it. Youth core members are used to teach in various places, most places across the state. So why don't you think they can be trained even better on security issues and possibly take up security as part of the components of their learning?
They can learn that in school, not just for a few weeks in the orientation camp, and then you throw them in there so they should go and defend a country that's supposed to be the richest country, African country in the world. They're supposed to have ammunition for people. They're supposed to have enough police force, and they're using this police force to guide themselves.
Okay.
I know people, wives of public officers, being guided by police people. What are the police supposed to do? Are they not supposed to be out there protecting us, the civilians? Are they supposed to be carrying bags and escorting children to school? I know a child of a public government official who have like about 3 escorts following a little child into the classroom. In fact, the school has to stop them at the park. If you stay there, in fact, don't even come again because you are fighting the other children in the school. And is that what the police force is supposed to be doing, or security? Why would you take somebody who has gone to school to learn maybe engineering or computer science or something like that? Okay, because you are now in youth corps camp. After two weeks orientation, go and face Boko Haram or face the bandits or face the wicked Fulani harassment all over the place.
All right.
I wouldn't give you call that is the case. I won't. I'm telling you.
All right. Thank you so much, Joy, for your message this morning. All right. Well, Joy, thank you so much. She says no to that. But wait, what if the scheme is reschemed or reworked in a way that may work out? Let's say they do the training and the likes of that, and you come back into the military, into some sort of military training of about 6 months, intensive training, and they get to learn and they get to become experts in some other thing, and then they start posting them. They train them in language, train them in security, and the likes of that, and say, well, ladies and gentlemen, we've trained you well enough. We already pay you close to the minimum wage of the country, or maybe we're paying you the minimum wage of the country. Now we want you back on the streets to take care and supervise some of these areas. Is it a good idea or a bad idea? I'm listening to you this morning. Good morning to you.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to have you on.
Thank you.
Yes. What's your name?
I think the Nigerian leaders, they're short of ideas. They don't know what to do there.
Okay. Before you do go on, what's your name?
You want to have a community police. Then you want somebody from outside the community to come and do the job.
I would like to know your name if you can tell me. I don't mind your name.
Oh, my name is Emmanuel, sir.
All right, Emmanuel, go on, please.
Yes. You want a community police, and you are bringing people from outside the community who don't know anything about the community to come and police the community. It doesn't work that way now. And you said that the Nigerian police, they are short of personnel. They want to recruit about 10,000. Why not expand their recruitment district if it comes to that in that way? Expand it and increase their funding so that they will be able to recruit more personnel. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much as well. We're truly grateful to you. Well, that was one call that I remember. Okay. Welcome to the show.
No, Saturday.
Yes. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How is it?
Very well. Good to have you on.
Yes, Abubakar is calling you.
Okay. Oh, great. Abubakar, talk to me.
I'm very fine. Family, I don't buy that idea. For recruit youth corps to police, for community police. Why can't government have another thing to fit corps? to look for another alternative for them. If we know what is going on in the country now, so we know the economists and the other things, people are looking for job badly. Then the community police, why can't they use vigilantes? Or the idea they bring before that, they will use the police as exposure for the community police. For using copper, they should look for another alternative to them. Or if any one of them willing to do the job, military should give them the train and they should give them go to be working in the community. I think some of them we welcome that idea. Some of them. Secondly, can I contribute on the Ruga issue?
Oh, no, we're just talking about this for this morning. We're not doing Ruga, my dear friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't buy that idea. They should look for another alternative for the copper, and those who are willing to do it, military should give them training and they should give them go to work in the community, because it's not an easy job that you cannot just bring somebody, because those community boys, bad boys, we put eye on them. They should give them go. That is my thing.
All right. Thank you so much for your take and your contribution this very morning. I'm glad you did. Okay. Who is with us? Okay, that is still long enough. By the way, I'm still looking out for your messages on WhatsApp. If you're writing in, I will be reading soon enough.
Hello?
Yes, good morning to you.
I told you, and my battery is going down quickly.
Oh yeah. Go on quickly.
The answer is a capital no.
Why?
Hello, it's not advisable at all.
Why?
If a whole military can be politicized and the police can be politicized, is it not you to purpose that will not be politicized? And this is something pertaining the community, something concerning the community in the villages. You want a person that is not a member of the environment to come and know what is happening in the inner circle. It is a work meant for the inner people, the community people. They are the best people to do this job. There is no need of stressing the youth corpers for this job. They are not capable and they will never be capable. They will always be politicized. Just you can see the military today and the police. So, because of my battery is going down, I don't have light for 1 month now. So I will stop here. I have a lot on this.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, we do appreciate, however, sharing what is left of your battery life with us this morning. We're really glad. But if you're joining in, hey, community policing, where will the people who make community police come from? Well, federal government alongside governors are thinking about this. Empower cadets, is that a yes or no? Some would say, oh, well, after all, they signed up to join the Empower program scheme. So anything the government asks them to do, they should do. Well, then you also have core members who have now been posted across the country, whether now or starting soon or will start soon or may never start soon. Should core members be involved in community policing, as suggested by the chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, Kayode Fayemi? He was speaking after they had a meeting that, his subcommittee on the NEC, which is chaired by the vice president. Well, what it did come up with as the idea is, well, 10,000 police officers are not doing the job as good as we want. There's the reason why there's kidnapping, banditry, and the likes of that going on easily. We think if we are able to get more eyes, it will be easier to spot where things are going wrong. Should core members who have been posted from one part of the country to another part of the country based on the 1975 scheme of the National Youth Service be involved in community policing? Should they be involved in talking, looking out, and also mentioning what is going on? And what part should they be involved in? Arms or no arms? Should they be trained for that? What else exactly works in this right? Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
good
how
morning,
are you today? Yes, I'm glad you're on.
Yeah, Katina Adams calling.
Oh, yes. Welcome to the show.
Yes. They want to release Empower into community policing.
Yes, they're thinking about doing Empower cadets and as well youth core members.
Okay, can you tell them, please, when you were shortlisted for NNPC, did you consider Empower members?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
When you were shortlisted people for NNPC jobs, did you consider Empower members?
I wouldn't know.
What about FIRS?
Well, I wouldn't know either. But I guess that was open to application. If you want to,
some people are meant to be a little into slavery. What people are the ones taking duty position?
No. Slavery is not the word to use, my brother. It's inappropriate for this conversation.
How much is your community policing? What is the welfare package for community policing?
I'm listening to you.
So these are some things, because if they want to do community policing, they should go and look for the children of senators to go and become community police. The children of the body and their codes.
Enough said, my brother. I was hoping you make a meaningful contribution and not throw in abusive words to anybody. I think the way it works is to make your point known intelligently without being abusive. That's the way it always works on any show I host, and I think we'll stay with that rule today. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well as well. Good to hear you.
Yeah, my name is Bashir. I'm calling from Jadi.
All right, Bashir, let's hear you. What do you think?
Yeah, you made mention of deploying youth Corp members as a community police.
Yes, I did.
Youth Corp members this is a program that has a limited time. Maximum is 1 year. Sometimes it's even 11 months, not even up to a year. So anything that involves police, it involves experience. Someone needs to be on the job for a long time, studying the job, knowing what the details of the job. Ordinarily, even the training of a police officer, even the short-term training of a police officer is nothing less than 9 months.
So, but then it also means that, but you do know that the police officers are moved around at will in the country. We don't have police officers assigned just to a region. Even yesterday, there was movements of commissioners in the likes of River State and Anambra State. Commissioners were moved around. So you can imagine if that is the mentality, don't you think that can also work? You get trained on the job as you go on, while the security of the area is being mapped out.
Obviously, ordinarily in the country that things are working very well and where the criminal issues are not that much, you can deploy Corp members to do a very surveillance job or any other thing. But this is a life and death situation where kidnappers are armed, where bandits are armed, where terrorists are armed. And to deploy Corp members without experience would be recklessness on the side of government. To deploy citizens who are not experienced to do that job. So I am sure that the job of the police right now is experience based on based on the technicalities and the difficulty and the criminal elements that are involved. So it needs someone with experience. It will be reckless on the side of government to deploy people who are not experienced just to tell them to go and do policing, when to go and get involved, and then these people will be killed, and then these people have already ruined families. So at least for you to expect someone to do a security job for you, he should be trained minimum at least 9 months. And then after that 9 months, even gains from the experience. Then after 3 months, the service year has already ended. Then what's the essence of training someone that will work for 3 months and expending so much money on it?
All right, well, that's one way to see it. Yeah, I do get your point, my dear friend.
Yeah. So the idea of deploying Corp members, I think, is it will be reckless on the side of government, it will be reckless on the side of society to push our kids who are very vulnerable, who are very inexperienced, who don't know the job of the policing, to go and confront criminal elements in the society, who are now becoming bolder, who even the Nigerian armed forces that are fully trained, who have trained for years, fully equipped with sophisticated weapons, were unable to match them. I think it would be reckless on the side of society and on the side of the government to do that. Thank you.
Thank you so much as well. If you're joining in, it's easy, as an easy conversation. Well, while people may have put up a public outcry, the governors also, some were for it, some were not for it. That's regarding Ruga. It's been an interesting week in the drama that built up to it. For more than ever before, here's a new move, a new perspective of the government. Idea, good or bad, well enough or not well enough. It's about getting core members to be involved in community policing. Is that what we should go by at this time? The likes of Empower Cadets as well, possibly be recruited. Some say, many of you did say the NYSC scheme was not getting the magic that it really was set out to do many years ago. It was about integrating people from different backgrounds into language, into culture, into this, into that, and to have a taste of the whole side of the country. In fact, the school you go to, alongside with where you come from, sometimes have acted as predetermined factors of where you would serve. Well, now that's the way it's supposed to be, but sometimes it doesn't turn out to be so. And by the way, NYS is as well not pleased with the fact that a lot of people are applying for relocation from their place of service or where they've been assigned to. Even at that, now the federal government is contemplating getting youth corps members to be involved as community police. What do you think? Okay, let me move over to this other phone line. Good morning to you and welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Yes, how are you today?
Fine, thank you. I'm Mohammed calling from Niger.
Good to have you on the show. Please go on.
We are a kind of people that are not patriotic for our own nation.
Tell me about it. Why do you say so?
In exposing our youth corps members or empower members of the security, it will automatically become a security threat to the nation. We are already on the start in all the security agencies we have in Nigeria. Why not recruit those that are fit into it? Instead of picking people into it, after 2-3 years, we dispose them, they lack nothing that they are doing, we go about attacking people. We should apply wisdom in whatever we are going to do. Empower program is supposed to be a social, economic social program that will just enhance people to get something, to survive before getting something to do. Why bring them into the security system? We had experiences with ex-boys that were not converted into the Nigerian army. They went about attacking and robbing people on the highway.
Okay.
It's very, very dangerous. We should look into it and apply wisdom in what we are doing. Nigeria is our own. Nobody will come and repair it.
Okay.
We should apply wisdom in this. We lack enough manpower in the city settings. The government should look into it and apply wisdom and recruit those people to have shortages in terms of security. We should fill the gap. Then community policing, let it be community policing. Let it be people in the community, they know their neighbors, they know who are strangers among them. Let them do their policing themselves. Instead of bringing in people from other environments to come and police them, it is very, very wrong. Please, let us apply wisdom. Nigeria is our country. Nobody is going to govern it for us better than us. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Apply wisdom. So they said if you lack wisdom, at least my Bible says so. I don't know if you read yours. But my Bible tells me if you lack wisdom, ask of it. And similarly, I know the Holy Quran talks about it as well, about the need to seek wisdom from the right source. So is the government seeking wisdom from your words this morning? It looks like in recent times, I saw one new argument that says Nigerians do not know how much hard work it entails to think about solutions for some of our challenges. And to make it even more interesting, no unique solution that is appropriate or that would just perfectly fit into some of our challenges. Insecurity, unemployment, poverty, you name all the trending challenges we do have. And Nigerians, just before that idea kicks off the ground, sometimes they shoot it down. Is this one of those good ideas or bad ideas, as the case may be with you, good or bad idea, that corps members should be involved in community policing? Is this a good idea or a bad idea in the very first place? Are we shooting it down before we see what it can achieve? Or is there any other way to say that we're not seeing it? Is this a solution? Would you, if you are still serving now, want to be involved in community policing? And if you're serving somewhere in a place that's totally different from like the comfort of your home, I know some people can make their service life really exceptionally good. What would be your choice as regards how that should be? By the way, I'm streaming on Facebook Live, facebook.com/Femi Amela. You can go there, drop your comments. I'll be able to read from that platform as well. Sending your tweet at Nigeria Info every J at Femidi Live would also be very fine. Good morning and welcome to the show. Good morning to you. Are you there? Oh, there, I have taken your call. Good morning, morning. Morning. It's just nowhere without me. Hello. Good morning. All right. Well, unfortunately, I have to let you go. If you have seen that your credit have gone, I'm not the one responsible. I took your call. You were gisting. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Good day, family.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm fine.
All right. What's your name?
This is Misha from Apple.
All right. Yes. Good to have you.
First time caller.
Welcome to my family.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
What I'm saying, sir, is that you mean this? For instance, I should send my son to the university to read medicine, and it came out to go and do community policing. Do you think it's a good idea? I think it's not the government should think about it. Engineers, architects, pharmacists, and medical doctor. All these people should go for community policing. I think it's not a good idea, sir. Totally wrong, and I think they have lot out of ideas.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that. All right, let's read up what some of our friends are writing in on WhatsApp now. I mean, from Yaya says, "Power of Nigeria, that song sends chill down my spine. Big up to Nigeria Info for playing that song. The long I heard it on radio. Up Super Eagles Nigeria. Oh, we must win. So I must play another sports-like song today. We must, hey, let me see. We must pepper Cameroon today. We must beat them, if I can say that. And also, reading this other message from D of Nigeria Info. If Nigeria offend you, kindly forgive us, as you've been giving us news about Nigeria Cameroon match today. Kindly give us updates on the semi-finals of Nigerian Glamorous FA Cup since the commencement of the tournament. You did not make mention of it. To JA did write this in. Okay, let me carry over this assignment and share with the sports team as regards the Nigerian Glamorous FA Cup. Yes, I'll check into that and see if I can share something with you on that as well. But you know, typically morning like this, everything is moving really fast. Let's see. Family, good morning. Please, what's the name of the artist of the track you played earlier? Don't blame it on me or something like that. Was it Labret? Please let me know. Well, his name would have to be Rag and yeah, I'm trying to get his name now. Rag and something. I'm trying to get his exact name. Chai. I was the one that carried the song up. Hey, Rag and Bone. Rag and Bone. That is the name of the artist. Rag and Bone Man. Yes, Rag and Bone Man. And the name of the song is called Human. Yeah, it's called Human. I really love the song too. I'm glad I didn't play the song for myself, by myself, only for myself. His name is Rag and Bone. Just look up for it. I'm sure you'll be able to get it. Rag and Bone. Song name is Human. Forgive me, I'm typing and talking at the same time. All right, well, moving on now. Only from Guag says, my own idea is that youth corpers should not be involved. Is this the part of their mandate? Why can't government approve the Peace Corps to do it? Let the government reform police and withdraw all officers attached to politicians. I'm thinking about that one too. Yeah, it makes more sense a little bit. Emeka Ugwa, and by the way, do senators and their likes of honorables, how much of intense, and I use the word intense security, do they need? Can't they also hire security, private security for themselves based on the fact that some of the money from the allowance can do the job? Me thinking, this is me thinking. And, it brings on a new perspective when you think about Senator Abu Elisha and the security operative that was with him and how the guy helped at the command of his boss to get the lady in custody. It tells you a lot about that. Let them hire their own private security that are, of course, registered with the security operatives, national security operatives of this country. Let's get our policemen away from, 300 and plus honorables and 109 senators, all with policemen. We need those extra numbers. Maybe we should get them to hire their own private security. This is me thinking anyway. Good morning, FMD. I think this government should have everything concerning the issue of involving Corps members. President Buhari should reconsider the Peace Corps bill as being reignited by the current House of Representatives. This policy of using Corps members for community policing is completely unacceptable. Emeka Uga from Guarimpa is the one writing this in. Okay, well, somebody just sent in an old message. Okay, let me see. Where am I now? If they want us to use core members, they should make use of every copper must be posted to his own locality so that they can identify the bad eggs in their community. Sending a total stranger to a place he barely knows. Don't forget, in a hurry, the outcome of coppers being used during elections. Yeah, okay, that's true. Some areas are criminality prone, while some are not. Since coppers are posted outside their own area, that state now, so some would be enjoying in some states, while some innocent ones would just go and die unnecessarily. To places like Sambisa and the rest. Collins from Cuba is one raising that question. Kefi says, Bond 009 from Kefi says, well, Femi, this government has brain but lack common sense. Well, so let us help them to think about what would be the solution in this regard. Well, stay with me right here on our drawing for when I do come back. We'll be taking this conversation all the way to the end. That's about 11:30, where I would like to play for you State of the Nation before we do some commercials and rejig anything left we haven't touched on the show. I'll be back in a few minutes from now. Stay with me right here, right now. This is Nigeria Info. I'm Femi D Live.
Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info ABJ. Like our Facebook fan page, facebook.com/Nigeria Info Abuja. Listen and watch us live on www.nigeriainfo.fm/Abuja. Chat with us on WhatsApp 080-999-30137. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/Nigeria Info FM. Connect with us, stay in touch, and never miss the latest updates.
Only on 95.1 Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info, your number one news, sports, and talk station.
For every security operatives we know it takes a soldier's heart. This would have to be the midday dialogue with me, Femi D. Amele. Welcome back to the show. Here now, the conversation gets even more interesting. The government is thinking of a new idea, setting up a system that will see the Empower cadets and maybe National Youth Service Corps members take charge of community policing. Is that a brilliant idea? Do you agree or disagree? Let's keep the conversation going now. Here are the numbers again: 0946000951 and then 08095974869. 08031230293 would also do fine. And if you're writing in via WhatsApp, it's amazing what you write in from there. I like to read from WhatsApp as well. 08099930137. I'm active. I'm super active is the word on Twitter at Femidi Live and as well on Nigerian for ABJ. Let's read what you're writing from those platforms and also what you're saying via the telephone lines. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Femidi.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, Abik from Maraba.
All right, my brother. Good to have you on. Talk to me.
Yes, this for the way I'm looking at it, this is the death on arrival.
Oh, it's death on arrival.
A copper after he finish and you send him to a community he doesn't know. What of you think? It's not every community that have coppers themselves. I don't know if you are getting me.
Yeah, I do.
Yes. So in those communities who don't have coppers that are serving at that time, and the government has said they want to use, they are suggesting they want to use copper. Then so those communities will accommodate strangers. They don't know them. Then if there is events, how would they? Some of them couldn't speak, or maybe cannot speak the language, the indigenous language. How do they do? They will be looking at them as strangers. Now they are talking about community police. It should be the indigenous of those communities that will intervene on all this, or maybe pilot their affairs. That is my suggestion. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for your time and your message. Okay, let's take this on. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. Henry.
Henry, welcome.
Thank you. Femidi, we'll acknowledge the fact that there is highly women security in Nigeria right now. And like we say, everybody is a security person or everyone is security cautious. You see, if we need every hand on deck to fight this insecurity, if government is seeing they want to use coppers to combat security or to assist security agents, if it's a must, read my language, if it is a must, good. If you're from Borno State, you're copper from Borno State, you're from Borno State, go back to your community and assist security agents. They should train you properly first, train you very, very well, especially in the area of intelligence gathering. Train you how to gather intelligence, but don't wear copper uniform. Go there and assist your community. It is a must to. If you're from, let's just say, Obalande, Lagos, go back to Obalande. If you're from Mushi, Lagos, go back to Mushi. If you're from Abia, go back to Abia. Go back to your community. No copper from Abia, for example, should go to Borno. No copper from Borno should go to River State. Go back to your community and help security, or don't wear your uniform. So that when you go mature, the area you know very well. When you go mature, you know how to escape. Because security is crisis.
Okay, so you're saying they should recruit them for the purpose of intelligence gathering?
Yes. And if you're good on the job, they should retain you. That's it. This insecurity in Nigeria is too much. We are saying government is overwhelmed. So whatever we can do as individuals, as coppers, as whatever you call yourself. But those who want to the first guy that called said what of this agency that was cut.
Yeah, Peace Corp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bring them on board. But the government say it's a necessity. They can no longer, they don't know what to do. They want to use coppers. If you're from Mubi in Adamawa State, stay in Mubi. If you're from Kawo in Kaduna, stay in Kawo, but don't wear copper uniform. Ghana intelligence and assist security agency. But I insist, read my language again. No copper from Lagos State should be sent to Borodo. No copper from Kano State should be sent to River State. Stay back in your community. Assist the police in your community, Ghana intelligence, and fighting security. We must be alive first before we talk of development. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you as well for your perspective. So, if you're from your state of origin, should determine whether you want to be sent back home to your state and help with intelligence gathering and the likes of it. It sounds like a more like middle ground for this conversation as against an outright no. It sounds like an outright it can be worked out. What other detail can this help to work out if it can? Do you think members should be sent back to their home states as against being sent into regions they do not know and help with community security in their states for that 1 year? Should that be the situation, at least maybe for the next 5, 6, 7 years, while there may be issues to resolve in terms of security in the country? Will this make a difference if the next 5 years, for example, core members are sent back to the states of where they do originate from, maybe not the states where they schooled from, but the states where they do come from, for them to be part of that system in intelligence gathering and the likes of that? Will that resolve this as against getting them to be part of community policing in a state where they do not know language, they do not know the bus stops they are coming to know, and the food they're also getting to eat? Welcome to the show. Hello. Hello, good morning. Are you there? Oh, choo. Oh, yeah. Yes, he is now. Welcome to the show. She is.
Hi, sorry.
Hi, good morning.
Morning, Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, good to have you on.
Yes. Because the lifespan of coppers are just 1 year. And there are certain information that are only meant for security men that are not supposed to get to ordinary people.
Let's reiterate that statement. The life core of the service of core members is for 1 year, not their life itself.
1 year alone.
Yes. Okay.
And now you say you want to recruit coppers for community policing in a community where they don't belong. Yeah. After that 1 year, these people might have they have acquired all security information in that area. Then when they leave their service, what happens? You can imagine what happens when those coppers finish service and they don't have jobs. Is that not going to create more insecurity in this country? Look at what happened in Libya after they fought Gaddafi and Gaddafi left. Those guys that displaced Gaddafi, they are now the ones causing nuisance in that country because they have all the security information and gadgets in the country, thereby creating more insecurity in that place. I don't think this is a very good idea. I think the Nigerian leaders should look for more good ideas to tackle insecurity in this country and let them leave anything security for security men. They know how to handle it. They should get security experts to advise them before they do anything. Thank you.
All right, thank you as well. Good to know of your thoughts and what you're saying on this. Get the security men to handle this themselves. Okay. No, that is still long enough. Let's see who else joins us on the show this morning. Good morning.
Hello, very good morning to you.
Yes, how are you today? What's your name?
I'm good. My name is Ishan Timothy.
All right, Timothy, talk to us. We are listening to you.
Yeah, I just would like to take my thoughts on this. One, for me, it's not mature. Two,
you guys made
what is the word of a man's life in Nigeria?
You've seen it.
I'm not the one.
Three, what is the package
governor.
of the security people who are presently working? Until we begin to analyze all these questions in critical times, we may not get the best.
Okay.
Security itself, it's a serious business. It involves life, and until you are implementing the policy on security, you should know the root of the man's life. Today, a lot of families have lost their breadwinner. What are they taking home? What is their welfare package that is left for them? Aside from this, today, people cannot go to Sudan to invest. People cannot go to Iran to invest. People cannot go to all this war zone to invest. Well, because the security there is out. In this country that know what security is all about, they will give We will blossom into all. Security is a serious business. It's truly a serious business. Most of these people implementing this policy cannot travel to their own state. They know what it means. And talking about the cadets, if I may suggest, all these our guys at the top, they should, if they want to implement it as a form of trying, they should, these cadets, they should take them in and release the police to go to the common man and see how it goes at the end of the day. My take is that it is not a welcoming idea, it is not mature. Let us make maturity out of it. Security concerns life, and life must be valued. Until you value life, you don't take it serious. People are dying everywhere in the northeast, in the southeast. Even in Abuja, people are scared. There are one-shot everywhere. We should be matured and do things that will help us to forge ahead, so that the economy and every other thing will. Thank you. That is my thing.
All right, thank you as well for your call this very morning. Grateful to you. Super grateful to you. Let's check in. Do you have WhatsApp messages from this platform? No, none for now. Yes, I think none for now. But so much has been said about this conversation. I'm looking at 11:30. We'll share with you State of the Nation, and then we'll be back to round up shortly after the commercial that will draw at 11:45. Hey, if you're just joining in, it's a very easy conversation. Maybe not as easy, but one that we may need to change the narrative if the government is to go forward on this, or one that we may need to advise the government. In fact, these days, I feel that the special advisor, the special advisor to the government is the Nigerian people, with what they say would work and would not work. In fact, more than ever before, looks like Nigerians are starting to put their foot on the ground when they say democracy, power belongs to the people. Well, how much power do you think you can share? And as regards how well can you share that power if it's within your reach? As you speak on the issue of core members, empower cadets, and the likes of them becoming community policing, is this a good idea or one you have your reservations about? Let me know what you think. I'm here listening to you at this time. Good morning to you. Good morning. Welcome. What's your name?
My name.
Adeyemi? Oh, yeah, the line is breaking. I'm not too sure I hear you clearly. Okay, Adeyemi from Papi.
Yeah. Now, the first problem we should ask ourselves is now, by the time we are asked that, then we should ask what is policing. When we are asked that, then we don't know whether it's actually to bring in offers to start compensation. In the area, they don't know very well. For example, I was born and brought up in Ghana. I student, everything about my police is in Nigeria. I don't have in Fabulous State in Delta State. I should not be in the work of community policing in Tanzania. They are very good and then they are get out of the community. We are finding very difficult to understand how they say good morning. How effective people expect me to do. Now, somebody to say police, whether community or race policing without that training.
do their part? The 2.5 million naira every month. Shouldn't they be enough to hire security for themselves? Before all these policies, let them they are moving and do the work of the Let them go back to their community and do the work of community policing. They are bringing in a proper, this is what people that will have to let them go out. You are not asking to run after the excellent, for example. Asking to go back it up. Somebody who don't even know how to use catapult. Sometimes I sit down and I wonder, the way most people is our different reason. And it is coming from an exercise to academics. Somebody to clarify it. It has something to do with.
Okay. Let's leave it there with you, my dear sir. Thank you so much for your time. I must really appreciate you. Thank you. All right then. Okay, so we have 3 more calls to make before it's 11:30. Are you there? Good morning to you.
I'm here. Good morning.
All right. Yes, welcome, sir. Yes.
Firstly, do you understand what the contribution of last speaker?
I did pick out some part. Oh dear. I did pick out some part. That was why I was really quiet, hoping to hear a lot of what he said, and I did pick out some part.
Good morning, Tomidi.
Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
How are you this morning, Tomidi?
I am doing fine, and thanks so much for asking. What's your name, sir?
It's a pleasure speaking with you in this morning.
Oh, yes.
First time of speaking with you in the morning.
Ah, yes. This checker is for both of us.
This is your regular caller on your night program,
okay.
Humble Comrade, the Madede Corner Shop.
All right, Comrade, good to have you.
The one of Wazobia FM. Now I'm still reporting from my comfort zone.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Great one this morning. In fact, you talk of state policing and other things happening in this country, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah, corpus becoming community policing, becoming community police rather.
Yeah, to me, Femidi, if the state policing would be the best thing that will stop this issue of Fulani, cattle colony, headsmen, so what and a view. I think that is a good development. But talking about state policing,
not state policing. Community policing. The government is
community policing. I mean
Corpus becoming community police.
Sorry, I mean to say community police.
Yes, sir.
It's not about bringing community policing and other what have you. You understand? See, all these things, as far as I'm concerned, these are some of the things that some governors, state governors, and other principal officers who want to use it to make money. You understand me?
Yes.
We have the chief security officer of the country, one, and we have another chief security officer of the state, which is Mr. President and the governor of the state. Are you getting me? So, and these two principal officers, which we have in this country, supposed to take care of what is happening in the state and the country. You understand? So, to me, the issue of police, this issue of state policing is supposed to is something that governors should be handled. You understand? And if you watch in states, whatever that happens there, you cannot do anything. A commissioner of police cannot do anything without the concept of governor. Are you getting me?
Yes, I do.
The commissioner of police of the state work according to the direction of the governor. You understand? That is why sometimes when the governor is having a problem with the commissioner of police, he would like to write a petition so that the IG will transfer him. So to me, of the issue of state policing, to me, if they know that this issue of state policing is not going to bring a good impact to this country, and whenever they bring an issue of
herdsmen and the issue of misunderstanding between the communities and the cattle and the Fulani herdsmen and other things. They should rather stop it. But if they know that it's going to bring a good impact in this country, they should go on and do it. So that is the little I can say this morning. And thank you for bringing up this topic this morning. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, comrades. Good to talk to you. Well, stay with us right here on Nigeria Info 95.1. When we do come back after State of the Nation, we'll go on a commercial break afterwards, and then we'll round off with the phone calls for this very morning. Stay with me. I'll be back after that.